Hey y'all, welcome back to the Briles Bunch, or welcome if you're new here. Today's What's for Dinner video I feel like is a really good one. We've got lots of yumminess that I'm sharing, about 4 recipes I believe. We got some family favorites in there, so I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do enjoy What's for Dinner videos, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss out on any future What's for Dinner videos that I post. I also post grocery hauls and other meal inspiration and recipes, that sort of thing. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and stick around to see all of the yumminess. Tonight for supper, we're actually going to make a couple things. We were going to make one of these last night, so we're kind of having a 2-for-1, but we ended up eating at my brother's house, and they are going to come over tonight, so we're just going to make double tonight, so you kind of get 2 suppers in one. This first one, though, is going to be taco stuffed shells. So I do have a box of the jumbo shells, and we'll use not quite the whole box, but almost. And then we've got a pack of taco seasoning, pound of ground beef, can of red enchilada sauce, Fiesta blend cheese. I'm going to use half a block of the cream cheese. It doesn't call for corn, but I did have some left over from lunch the other day, so I am going to throw that in there too. But the first thing I'm going to do is cook up the shells and the ground beef. I got the ground beef cooked up, and then I drained all of the excess grease. And I'm so sorry, I failed to mention that you do need a cup of salsa too. So I'm going to go ahead and add the salsa in here, 1 cup of that, and the taco seasoning, and I'm going to go ahead and add my corn too. Alright, you could add probably black beans or anything else you wanted to as well, but I'm going to just do that. And then once I get that combined, I'm going to go ahead and add the cream cheese until it's nice and melted as well. Okay, we got that nice and mixed up, so now I'm going to take you over here to my 9x13 pan. I'm going to go ahead and give it a nice little spray, and then pour in about half of our can of enchilada sauce on the bottom. And my noodles are almost done. Once they're done, I'm going to fill them and place them all along the bottom and top them with some Fiesta blend cheese. And then the oven is also already preheated to 350, so it is ready to go too. Here they all are stuffed. I really feel like the corn that I added to that made it go a lot farther, and I was able to get more shells out of it, so that's kind of awesome. Since we're feeding more people than normal, I'm going to go ahead and pour the rest of this can of enchilada sauce on top, and then we'll add 2 cups of cheese on top of that, and then stick it in the oven on 350 for 20 minutes. Okay, so now that I got that first one in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and start on the second one. And y'all, I'm so excited for this. I'm excited for both of them, but this one especially. It's Antipasto Sliders. So for this, I've got 2 crescent dough sheets here. You could use the rolls and just pinch the seams together as usual. I've got some banana pepper rings. We've got honey ham, salami, provolone, and mozzarella. And so this is going to be the base of it, and then on top we're going to make a really yummy little thing with some, we're just going to rub it on with some olive oil, some grated parmesan, and Italian seasoning. So these are going to be so good, and I'm excited about it. I've already got my little cookie sheet pan over here sprayed down with some olive oil cooking spray. Use any kind of spray you want. I'm going to go ahead and spread out my dough sheet, and then we're literally going to layer on all of this. Plus I'm only going to do the pepper rings on half just in case some of us don't want them. And then put the second dough sheet on top, and then we'll go from there. So I've got the Parmesan cheese, and after I sprinkle this and the Italian seasoning on here, we're gonna stick it in the oven on 350, so the same as the other recipe that I'm making, and we're gonna cook that for 15 minutes. Everything's out of the oven now, and I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, it smells so good and looks amazing. Here's the sliders. I went ahead and cut them, put the seasoning on them, and how cheesy they look. Oh goodness, let me see if I can pull one out without burning myself. Ooh, look at that. Yum and ow at the same time. And then these, when they came out, I actually sprinkled a little bit more cheese on them just because they looked like they needed a little extra, but they look yummy. And then we're also having some salad, and I cut up some tomatoes and cucumbers. We've got the tortilla strips and then a few different dressings, but this is what we're gonna have for supper tonight, and I can't wait. Y'all, I'm so excited for tonight's supper. I've been waiting on this one all week. We've made this a couple times. Well, I say we, but Travis is the one that's been making it, and we just haven't filmed it yet, so tonight I'm finally filming it. And it's like hibachi style chicken and rice. So we've got chicken tenderloins here that he's gonna cut up. I'll just kind of tell you everything that he uses, and then we'll go into more detail later because he does not measure anything out. Completely opposite of me. So he's gonna go ahead and cook up the rice, and then I chopped up all the veggies. We've got 2 onions here, a bag of those like baby carrots. We did about half of them, and then 1 zucchini chopped up. We've got some minced garlic, sesame seed oil, soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, salt and pepper, and then we both love some yum yum sauce after it's all finished. So let's get on into it. So Travis got all the chicken cut up, and then while he cooks the rice, he's gonna put some teriyaki sauce in this bag because you gotta cook the rice and then cool it, and just to have the flavor going, I guess. So it's been 30 minutes and the rice has been cooling in the fridge, and Travis went ahead and is getting the pans heated up here. He's got all this stuff lined up and ready to go. He said step 1 would be to get a bigger oven, but you know, that's not an option. I think the first thing he's cooking though is the veggies in this pan, and then rice over here, and the last thing he always does is the chicken. Cooking those on medium heat. And once they cook down a little bit, we'll add some other ingredients. Now Travis is making the rice in 2 batches with some vegetable oil and some more of that butter. Now to add the seasonings to the rice, we've got some minced garlic, salt and pepper. And like I said, he does not measure, so here we go. Sesame oil. Just a little bit, and soy sauce, a lot of it. To the veggies, all he adds to that is a little bit of garlic and some soy sauce. Woohoo! That was exciting. I wasn't planning for that. Wasn't ready. Here's how the first little bit of rice came out, the first batch, and he's cooking up the second one, but he's just doing that the same exact way. So now he's going to start the chicken, and all he did for that was just the teriyaki sauce, so some teriyaki chicken, and just cook that until it gets to temp. Y'all, this looks so good. We've got the rice, veggies, chicken. This has become a quick favorite of mine. I absolutely love it, and like I'm wanting Travis to make it weekly just about now. We've made it for family too and they like it, but this is what we're gonna have for supper tonight. If you guys try out any of these meals, I would love to hear about it over here or on Instagram. It's at the Briles Bunch there too. But now it's time to eat. So for this last meal, I'm actually doing a voiceover because it was earlier in the day when I was making this, since it's a crock pot meal, and the kids were just busy playing and I didn't want to disrupt them and try to have them being quiet because they were being so good playing. So I am making some meatball subs in the crock pot. I've made this in a crock pot video before, but if you haven't seen that, then you wouldn't know about it, I guess. And it's super easy, so I thought I would share it again. I've got a bag of sub rolls. Pay no mind to the date that's on it because these were actually in the freezer until I was ready to make this meal. I've got half a bag of meatballs, but I did get some more out of the freezer later on, and then 1 jar of marinara sauce, and then I like to add a little bit of Italian seasoning just to add some more flavor. And then for the cheese, you can use any kind that you want. We actually ended up using some shredded mozzarella, even though that I've got the provolone out here showing it to you. But for this meal, all you do is dump the meatballs, how many ever you need for your family, and then the entire jar of marinara sauce and the Italian seasoning, and that is it. I set this on low for 4 hours. You just kind of can set it based on how long you need before supper time, but that's all that we needed. I would be curious to know if you guys prefer this type of video where I'm doing the voiceover right now, or earlier in the video when I'm just talking in real time. I think with the voiceover, like, one of the pluses would be how I can tell you kind of how we like the meal, I guess. Like, obviously we like meatball subs, we've made it many times, but I'm just curious to know if you have a preference with which type you like better, or what sounds better to you guys, I guess. So after the meatballs were done, this was Travis's sub, and he had me put some mayo on it and then some mozzarella cheese, close it up, and that was it. We didn't do anything fancy with it, just had some chips on the side, and this is what we had for supper this night. That is going to be all of the meals in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I would love your feedback in the comments down below. If you make any of these meals, please let me know. I love to hear when you guys make the meals. It's just, I don't know, it's awesome. But I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.